Hi guys, and welcome to the new episode of the Cities Skylines series Vermont. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the channel The Magic of Traveling, because they allowed me to use their drone footage of the Buzludzha Monument, that is the central part that will be built in this episode, and also to Chris Brammer, that made the asset and made this episode possible. Several days ago he posted it on Twitter and I liked it so much that it inspired me to do this episode that is a play on Soviet and European modernist and brutalist architecture that I actually really like. It's quite interesting architecture and it's different than anything else in history. And as the Buzludzha Monument is the central part of this episode, the most important part, I started with it and I started the build with that portion. So here you can see me placing it in a roundabout, as I thought that this could be quite interesting a feature in this area, that the monument is central to the other buildings that will be surrounding it. So in January 1974, the construction of the monument began and it's located in central Bulgaria, and it was built by the Bulgarian Communist government as the monument house of the Bulgarian Communist Party. The building exemplifies the futuristic architecture common to many state-constructed communist buildings. It's no longer managed and it's in quite bad shape and in disrepair. The most interesting part about it is actually inside, because many walls are covered with mosaics and unfortunately a lot of them are destroyed by now. The mosaics basically cover approximately 937 square meters of space and represent the history of Bulgarian Communist Party. The mosaics were built with 35 tons of cobalt glass, and as I said, approximately 20% of them have been destroyed due to age, weather conditions and vandalism, unfortunately. And on the outer ring of the monument, the mosaics were built with natural stones gathered from rivers across Bulgaria. Unfortunately, these mosaics have also mostly vanished due to natural causes. So there was multiple initiatives of preserving the monument, and mostly they were associated with Bulgarian Socialist Party. But in 2018, the monument was recognized by European Nostra as one of the 7 most endangered heritage sites in Europe. The latest preservation work started in 2019 with Buzludzha Project Foundation, and honestly I do hope that they manage to revive the monument, because in my opinion it looks very nice, and from the pictures I saw it looks really modernistic, and the mosaics inside are really nice. So after I saw that there is an asset for Buzludzha Monument, I really had to do something, and that's how this episode came to be. I basically wanted to do a modern part of this city, because most of it is basically older parts, and in a way it should represent the part of the history of the city as well, when they were also somewhat socialist and wanted to build modernistic and brutalistic architecture. And here, before I continued building this area, I wanted to add this short clip of cinematics of the Buzludzha Monument I built here, as I really liked the end result, and all that I put around it made the monument shine and look really interesting for this space. And before I could continue building, I had to go to workshop to download more assets that are in this style. And in the meantime, Chris Brammer also posted this building that you see on the screen right now. It's a sport venue that really looks nice and brutalistic with all the concrete. I really liked it immediately and thought that it would be perfect for this area. In the end, I decided not to detail it immediately, and I just plopped more buildings because I wanted to have a bigger picture of the area, so I can think and get a better view and better ideas to finish and detail it. But for quite a long time I didn't like the area because basically it didn't have any details, and I thought that I will have a better picture without details. But then I realized that I really need to start detailing because that's how I'm going to get new ideas. And after I started the detailing, then the area was coming together and I really started to like it. And just a few moments ago you saw me plop this concert hall. It's quite famous one. It's Vatroslav Lisinski concert hall from Zagreb, and it is dedicated to the 19th century Croatian composer Vatroslav Lisinski. The building itself was built between 1961 and 1973, and the decision to build a new multifunctional hall in Zagreb was made in 1957. A team of architects led by Marijan Haberle won the design contest. The construction began in 1961, but flooding and financial difficulties pushed the completion date into the next decade. The hall was finally opened on 29th December 1973. The concert hall has organized a number of concerts by musicians of all genres. It serves as a stage for classical music, opera, ballet, and theater performances, as well as many international congresses and conventions. Also, the concert hall was the venue of the 1990 Eurovision Song Contest after its first major renovation in 1989. In 1992, the hall's copper roof cover was completely replaced, and further reconstruction and redecoration work was done in 1999 and 2009. And nowadays it still is one of the more important concert halls for Croatia and Zagreb, and it has quite good program, and it's really on a high level of quality. And while I was detailing this area, I was thinking what I can do here, and then the first thought of course would be that I have to put some planters with flowers. And later on I remembered that in front of the concert hall, in the area that you see right now, there is also a cafe. So I wanted to put this terrace so I can, give a little bit details from real life as well. And in the back you will see me later place some bicycle racks and two bar stools, bar tables that actually are there in real life for performance, because in the back it's the entrance for performance and the musicians. After I was done with adding few details in the back from real life, I continued detailing this area, and the big picture and the idea was that the space should have a lot of stuff that people can use. And all around the place I placed some modern sculptures. I even made custom modern sculpture out of the shipping containers. You will see it later. It was quite fast and idea that just happened at that moment, because I didn't have a lot of these modern sculptures. I only had a few, and I thought why not try and make it. And when I was done with it, I liked how it looked, so I left it there. For now, I will let you watch and enjoy the music, and come a little bit later and talk a little bit more about the space I wanted to create here. So I am back now. So far, I have done a lot of detailing and adding several terraces next to the cafe and next to this building that you see right now. That is actually some sort of cinema, and because it had some Cyrillic letters on the front, I decided to cover them with some plate with white color and added letters on top, and I decided to call it Cinema Europa, like a little nod to Cinema Europa in Zagreb as well. After I was done with that, here you can see me build this custom fountain, because I saw some similar one. It's a little bit different in shape. It looks more like a stream, but in general it's very similar to a real life fountain. And to make it, I used concrete retaining walls, this prop that looks like a water surface. And while I was doing it, I thought that I will put just one layer, but in the end remembered, I'm not so sure who I saw, maybe Skibit or someone else, that basically he put more layers, and by doing that you can achieve the look that the water is basically, deeper than it, would look just with one surface. And also one of the crucial props that I use to achieve the look of the fountain is actually a waterfall that is animated, and then I made it smaller so it would fit the fountain better, and in the end I was quite satisfied with the look. After finishing the area there, I continued with the square that is connected with the promenade, the place what you saw in the first episode. And because the square is basically tram roundabout, I decided that I should build a custom tram stop. So first I placed few props outside, several different planters and some trellis and glass prop. And then after I did that, I turned them into procedural objects so that I can manipulate their size. And then as you can see, I started building a shape of tram stop. Basically what I wanted to achieve is a custom tram stop that has this modernist brutalist feel, and I think that when I was finished, that it looks really nice, and that it really conveys this architecture and feeling of something very modern. And then after I was done with the tram stop and continued working on the square, I basically realized that if I continue filming the episode, that I would have like episode that lasts 1 hour. I did film a little bit more, but not a lot. One of the things that in the end will finish this building portion is me building another custom fountain that I got idea, I was thinking what can I do to make it similar to the one that I already built, and then you will see. I will not say a lot about it, but you will see how it looks. It's basically square shaped with two cubes where from the middle water comes out, and I basically use the same assets for this other fountain as I did in the first one. Hopefully, I managed to show you enough of spaces and nice spots in the cinematics, because as I said, I didn't film any of it, because as I already said, the video would last at least 1 hour or even more. And before I go away and let you watch and enjoy the music that I specially selected for the cinematic portions, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers. We grew to the 21st subscriber today, and I'm happy about it. Hopefully in some future we will have and I will have more subscribers that can watch my videos. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I usually post sneak peeks of new episodes. And of course, if you liked this episode, you can leave a like and a comment down below. And of course, if you are not yet subscribed and you want to see more, you can always subscribe and ring a bell so you get notified about my new videos. So thank you, happy holidays, of course stay safe, and goodbye.
Obiecuję jutro z